Hi everyone! This will be my last cooking video for the year, so I'd like to thank you all so much for supporting my YouTube channel, for subscribing and sending me all the messages of encouragement. Our tomatoes are ripe and ready for harvesting, so I will be preparing as a lunch with some homegrown ingredients, keeping it really simple and as always with maximum flavor. So stay on if you'd like to see how my husband and I grow tomatoes at home and how I use them in a very simple and delicious dish. It is a vegetarian recipe, but a winner in this meat-loving household. And if vegetarian is not your thing, just add bacon. In late spring, we brought home 3 varieties of tomatoes. The red and black, Tigerella, and Beam's yellow pear. Our second year planting tomatoes on our balcony, and this time around I'll be reusing old soil. To that I add some of the Osmocote fertilizer that we use for all our edibles. Repotting is generally simple. The key to tomatoes is you don't want to overcrowd it. What looks like a plant now grows very quickly in size, so generally if planting in a pot or planter, I'll limit it to 1 plant each. It's also very important to stake at planting because when this grows, it can be tricky to give it that support later. Not entirely impossible as we've tried it before, but it's a challenge and may damage some of the stems. I grew up eating and loving tomatoes. It is packed full with antioxidants and potassium, and I'm one of those people who can eat a raw tomato by itself, plucked fresh like an apple. I'm also that passenger you see on flights, ordering tomato juice or virgin Bloody Mary. And when I feel unwell with a bout of nausea, tomatoes are my go-to. Now all that's left is to water twice weekly and watch them grow. A couple of challenges we usually face with tomatoes are extreme strong winds and powdery mildew. No matter how well we secure them, sometimes we do lose a branch or 2. We also can't seem to avoid powdery mildew, so this year I sprayed a diluted mixture of lime sulfur and the issue seems to be under control. After 3 months, the tomatoes are almost ripe for harvest. About the red and black. It's the largest variety of tomato we have planted and the color on it is absolutely stunning. The tomatoes are excellent eaten fresh with salad, but I'm making a medley of all its flavors in a pasta sauce for our lunch today. I plucked a handful of fresh basil and roughly chopped up 8 cloves of garlic. We love garlic, and if you do too, it's perfectly okay to add a couple more cloves. The red and black tomato has indigo blue skin that ripens to jet black with nutrition levels close to blueberries. It's deliciously aromatic and has a long shelf life. Tigerella is shaped like cherry tomatoes and has round red-yellow stripes with superb flavor. Beam's yellow pear is a golden yellow tomato with healthy shiny skin and firm flesh. These cute little pears preserve well, so you can bottle them up to invigorate salads when not in season. my pan, I add a 1/4 cup extra virgin olive oil. This amount coats enough pasta to serve 2 without being too oily or dry. To that, I add the tomatoes from large to small, starting with the red and black, followed by the smaller ones. The tomatoes will slowly soften up to create a beautiful sauce. This takes a good few minutes, so don't rush this step or turn the fire up too high. I get asked all the time, what's the secret to staying youthful? Is it skincare or supplements? And when I think about it, maybe it's all the tomatoes my mom fed me when I was younger. When the tomatoes are cooked halfway and soft enough, I add the chopped garlic. Garlic is usually the first ingredient I put in the pan after oil, but I do it the other way around here to avoid overcooking. Tomatoes have an excellent flavor on their own, but salt really complements and takes it a step up. So to that, I add a pinch or 2 in the sauce and some cracked black pepper to taste. A pinch of salt also into the pot of boiling water, and we're having linguine today. The sauce simmering in a low heat and have another taste. Depending on the sweetness and tartness of your tomatoes, you may or may not need sugar, but I'm adding just a teaspoon to balance up the salt. This step is optional, but we love fresh chilies in our pasta. For many years, we sprinkled dried chili flakes on our pasta and pizza, but ever since growing our own bird's eye chilies, I freeze them to use in pretty much everything. The pasta's cooked and now we toss. Plenty of fresh basil in. It smells absolutely divine. And great Parmesan cheese. And with that, lunch is ready. I hope you all enjoyed this really simple vegetarian pasta. With minimum ingredients and steps, you can whip this up in no time to make a satisfying dish for yourself after a long day's work, or make a big batch for the family as a staple in the center of the table. enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more. Happy holidays everyone!